Great, we can see your screen.
Wunderbar. All right, so quickly, my name is Mead. I'm the founder and CEO here at Microtech. And really what we're doing is we're merging IoT, artificial intelligence, and pipelines. And the technology involved really excites me. So thank you for the opportunity to kind of go over this excitement. So before we begin, let's define a few concepts here. So first of all, Internet of Things. It's one of those things that you hear a lot about in technology circles and the like. So what it is the interconnection between the internet and computational devices that are embedded in everyday technology. However, we're getting rid of this everyday objects and throwing in pipelines. So we're embedding these devices into pipelines. And artificial intelligence is the development of computational systems to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. So we're doing this through what are called neural networks. So the mission is to be proactive rather than reactive when it comes to pipeline leaks. And that brings us to our problem. The average pipeline company hosts 93 leaks, spending over $200,000 per leak, and that's every year. So this is more than an $18 million problem for every company. And this leads to over $30 billion of losses industry-wide. But the real problem is the environment. The environment is the victim. So to summarize, leaks equals money, and the environment is the victim. So this brings us to our solution set. So our solution set is actually three components. We have an all-in-one device, that's the IoT device. We then transmit the data that collects wirelessly. And so we do that through a 4G LTE network. And then we analyze that data through artificial intelligence and neural networks to see what humans can't out of the data. So our Internet of Things device actually does what's called a 6-factor analysis, or that's what we're terming it. So what we're doing is we're analyzing the most important variables to pipeline longevity. That includes density of the components running through it, the pressure of the fluid running through it, vibration and impact, temperature, geopositioning, and then one that really only we do, and that's called metallic wash, where effectively we're analyzing the metallic particulates running through the pipeline. And that gives us the ability to predict corrosion. And the incredible thing about our device is it's externally mounted. That means that we're not tapping into the pipeline and causing a structural defect that could occur. So our next component is the artificial intelligence. So the data feeds from our Internet of Things device goes into our artificial intelligence where it's analyzed. And so in this data feed, what we see is an impact for a pipeline. And with that, we can clearly see that something happened. That's what I like about this example. But the real question is, what did our artificial intelligence find? Well, our artificial intelligence caught this 3 seconds before it happened. And that might not sound like a lot, but when it comes to an impact, that's we were able to predict something hitting the pipeline before it actually chose to hit that pipeline. And for a lot of our customers, they have remote systems that we could shut down that pipeline in 3 seconds. And so this was a near miss event. Nothing occurred from it, but it really shows potential for truly dangerous situations. So to translate this, we're able to predict pipeline leaks before they happen with a projected 96% accuracy. And so we're able to reduce leaks while saving our customers money. Let's talk about the market. So the pipeline market is huge. It's $26 billion. But the pipeline monitoring market, which is our total addressable market, is $8.72 billion. In 5 years, we plan to take 5% of that market to reach $325 million annually. And how we're doing that is through a twofold business model, where we're both doing one-time revenue and subscription-based revenue. The one-time revenue, we're charging per device, and we're charging at the profit margins that are similar to Ferrari and Apple. Our subscription revenue is anywhere from $500 to $25,000 per month per customer. And we even have custom subscriptions that can go even higher than that. And so this is a very friendly model to our bottom line. So as far as traction goes, we're partnered with the largest natural gas company in the world. That gives us access to over 3,000 miles of pipeline. We already have 7 meetings scheduled with other executives in the pipeline industry, and these are for major companies. And we hope to close those deals by the second or third quarter of next year, 2018. As far as competition goes, we're doing a whole lot of things that the other guys aren't. Vibration is one of those it's easy to measure externally. It's almost inconvenient to measure internal. But we're gathering variables that, to a lot of people is seen as, magic, when really it's just science, externally speaking. The other guys aren't doing any analysis on their pipeline data, much less artificial intelligence, which is, 3 steps above that. So it's really, really exciting stuff. Let's talk about the team. So first of all, Justin Stewart, he's a genius guy when it comes to analytics and databasing. Penn State grad, Eagle Scout. So a lot of passion for the environment, a lot of passion for protecting, God's creation here. And just an incredible guy. We have Rich Herbold, who's just as brilliant, Penn State grad, Eagle Scout once again. Everything finances, venture capital, just a genius. Dean Love is a mentor to me. He was the CEO of Iron Pro, which he had a successful exit from. And he has all the contacts we would ever need in the oil and gas industry. And then for me, I'm the former chief information technology officer of multiple oil and gas firms. I co-founded an analytic firm, and I'm an Eagle Scout. So, a whole lot of passion for the environment in the group, whole lot of industry experience, whether it's tech industry or oil and gas industry. So we have just a stellar team, and I couldn't be more blessed to work with this group. So let's talk about the raise. All right, so our goal was $25,000, which we achieved in December 5th. So woohoo! Our max is $107,000. So currently, as of 9 a.m. this morning, we're at 71,000. So we're getting that raise quickly, and so this is a perfect time to invest now before we hit that max. And what this money is a seed round. We're looking for research and development, patents, certification, and marketing, all of which requires money, all of which will help us reach our end goal and help us create a greener and safer oil and gas industry. Something that's critical to the investors is the exit, right? For a startup, there's really 2 primary exits. There's the initial public offering and the acquisition. For us, it would make a whole lot of sense with all the large oil and gas companies and the technology and AI companies for an acquisition to happen. We're hoping to complete Series A by Q3 of 2018, which according to Jay Rowley, that would raise our acquisition percentage up to 60%. And we're going to do this by leveraging a conference that we are invited to that very few startups are invited to, called Collision Alpha, and that's early second quarter 2018. So we're, once again, a lot of leverage, a lot going on. And we hope to gain more traction for investors by doing our TED Talk, which comes out in February. So once again, really cool stuff going on. So some frequently asked questions, and I'm just going to glance over these. Do we use standard deviation? Quick answer, no. It's where we start with analytics because it's, mathematically proven model. But as we gain data, we're able to actually do artificial intelligence, which is far more valuable than standard deviation ever will be. Another critical question, sorry, coffee, is what's proprietary? We have so much that's proprietary. We are collecting, the way that we're collecting our variables, the way that we analyze those variables, the PCB printable circuit board itself is proprietary. So there's even proprietary mathematics being used. So it's some really cool proprietary technology that we're working on here.
Hey, Mead. This is Sandra from Republic again. We have a number of questions coming through. Could you please respond to some? So one of the attendees is asking about the number of pipeline miles in the US and in the world, but also I think more importantly, he's asking or she's asking, how do you get to these companies to sell your device?
Okay, so there's 2.5 million miles of pipeline in this world, and it grows every single year. We're seeing just exponential growth. There's thousands of new pipelines added every year. As far as getting to these companies, as far as the oil and gas industry goes, it's kind of old school in that, like, you can't use Facebook marketing to reach these companies. However, it's very connection driven. And with our team, with partnering with such a big company, EQT, we have a lot of those connections being built for us, and we already have a lot of connections. So if that kind of answers your question, it's all about connections and driving those connections and really proving our technology as worthwhile.
Yes, wonderful. And if the attendee has more questions, please do list that in the discussion of the deal page. But there's another one coming through from Chris, and he's asking, what is the methodology to obtain pipeline material thickness?
So material thickness, it's twofold. One, we can gain that through our device, and we can gain that through semi-proprietary methods, but it's kind of standard in the industry, ultrasonics. So we can gauge the thickness of the pipeline, but also we gather that data through the graphic user interface. The user actually tells us some stats on their pipeline, just little bits like stuff like what are the normal pressures you would be seeing, and what thickness is a pipeline, stuff like that. And also, if the pipe, we can also tell through mapping whether the pipeline is near a road, but it's good to know whether the pipeline is, currently being worked on or something like that, because that'll give us different vibration information. So.
Okay, no, this is great. And actually, there are many more questions that are coming through, but unfortunately, we don't have time for it. So any questions that haven't been answered, I really would appreciate if you reach out to Mead directly on his deal page.
Right. So I'll just finish up here. So one of the big things that we believe in is keeping our investors in the loop. And how we're doing that is we're doing live investor videos for investors that invest more than $1,000, and which are later updated onto our update section of our Republic offering. So our first update was how we prevented the Keystone pipeline leak. Our next one was about a startup-friendly budget. And then our third one, which I'm very passionate about, is making the world a better place. That's what it's all about, right? Whether it's our mission, whether it's our people, we just want to make this world a better place. And, we're capitalists. We believe in making money in the process. So you can watch these on our update section, and you can watch them live if you invest over $1,000. And we also do periodic updates. We plan on doing periodic updates after the seed round. So I'm Mead, founder of Microtech. Be a part of changing energy. Invest today through our Republic campaign. You can reach out to us through info@microtech.com. But once again, stay up to date on the Republic page. Things are moving fast, and we're more than blessed to be doing this. So thank you.
Thank you, Mead. Great presentation.
All right. All right, I am going to move it back to you.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you. All right, have a great day.
You too. Bye.